This video was made possible by AT&T.
YouTube, what's going on? My name is Kevin the Tech Ninja, and today I'm gonna review the BlackBerry Priv. Now, I'm gonna break this review down a little bit differently than I normally do. This review is gonna be basically 10 things you need to know about this device. And these 10 things is gonna encompass my full review of everything about it, because there's a lot of questions about this device. So I figured I'd break it down into 10 bullet points, things you can chew on and look at. Obviously, a review is always one person's opinion, so I'm going to give you the facts, tell you my experience with it, and then leave everything else up to you as far as what you're seeing around the web. Obviously, this is not the first review out there, so I decided to do things a little bit differently, kind of gather a conversation piece and have a lot of people talk about what's going on and what you guys are seeing. So anyways, guys, a little backstory, I guess, little thingy, whatever. And you know what? Down below, I'll give you the timestamp to jump to the actual video, but this is kind of like my background of BlackBerry. So my previous job, I worked at the help desk, and I supported Blackberrys and the 8310, I believe, which was the curve, and the one above that, which would have been the 8320. I supported those two phones, and I actually own both of those phones, and I use those phones for work. Emails and all that stuff, BlackBerry Messenger, everything that encompassed work, I used in that phone. Now, when the iPhones came out and Android started coming out, people really wanted to use their own phones for work just because BlackBerry couldn't do multimedia like that. It didn't have a YouTube app. I'm not even sure if a YouTube app is on the BlackBerry marketplace right now. I have no idea. But people really wanted to use phones for multimedia, and they couldn't do that with the BlackBerry device. And BlackBerry really tried their best to put multimedia on their device while holding on true to their name as far as security and email. But they actually got left in the dust, and a lot of third-party companies really started to fill that void that people were missing from BlackBerry on their Android and iOS device. So we're gonna find out if this was the correct move for BlackBerry to move to Android. And this is my top 10 things you need to know about the BlackBerry Priv. Number one, this is the best BlackBerry ever. And this is not a hyperbolic statement by any means. But this is the first time we're seeing a BlackBerry running an operating system that allows for customization and multimedia consumption and creation. Also, the hardware on it isn't too shabby. A Snapdragon 808 processor, 3 GB of RAM, 32 GB of onboard storage with a micro SD card slot, and that makes it for a pretty decent device. Number two, the build quality. It has its highs and lows. The metal design of the slider is pretty awesome, and the slider feels great and fluid, and the screen is slightly curved on the edges, which gives it a really nice look and feel. The keys are solid and the buttons are really nice and clicky. The back, however, just feels a bit soft, a bit mushy if you will, and you know, I can see it getting very soft after a few years of just usage. It just already just doesn't feel great on the back. I really can't explain it. Number three, the camera is subpar compared to what we're seeing in 2015. The camera software on board is slow, and that's the best way to put it. Now, forget about taking rapid photos. You're not gonna do that with this software. And even when you do get a photo, it doesn't look that great. It doesn't have that dynamic range that you'd expect on a lot of these cameras. You get overblown shots and then too dark shots, and it's just really inconsistent. It doesn't have great colors. I mean, it's not a good camera at all. Now, of course, you can grab a couple shots outside. You know, every phone is good outside, but once you come indoors, or if it's sunset situations or it's low light, the camera really fails at it. It does have 4K video too, but more bad megapixels doesn't make the camera look better, in my opinion. It looks worse. That's sort of what you expect with the camera. It's not great, but it's on there. Number four, BlackBerry runs almost a stock version of Android. And it's not that bad. They added a lot of their customization on top too, but it's not super intrusive. It's kind of like Motorola. Now, BlackBerry Hub is one of the main features I'm going to talk about. It combines all of your stuff in one spot, which isn't ideal for me, but from people coming to BlackBerry, they should really feel right at home. Everything's just tied together in this one little area, so you can go there and see all your messages, see your calendars, and see your notifications, all pretty much in one separate spot. And you can just slide it out like you do on the S6 Edge. Number 5, the software is buggy as heck. Now, for some reason, it just stops responding to my clicks, taps, swipes. And I'm not sure why, but it does. And it's inconsistent, so I can't like make it happen. But when using the phone, it'll happen probably 3 or 4 times a day. But it's really weird because when you start doing gaming or things where you expect shutter to happen, it doesn't happen there. So I can play Riptide GT, I can play a lot of other games without any issues at all. But when I'm just using the OS to answer text messages or emails, it starts to bug out a bit. Number 7, the speakers are front facing. Now the sound isn't great coming from these speakers and they do sound a bit tinny, but regardless, they're front-facing speakers, so I'll take them. Now I normally listen to music like in the shower in the morning from my phone, but the speakers are real tinny to the point where I really can't hear them at all. But when you compare it to a phone like the Galaxy S6 when they're on the bottom, for gaming, I'd rather have the BlackBerry Priv just because it really puts the audio towards you. It doesn't throw it to the back or to the side. It puts it towards you. Doesn't sound great, but the location of the speakers is really ideal for media consumption. Number 8, BlackBerry promises 22 hours of battery life. I'm not getting 22 hours at all, but I'm getting around 15 hours, which puts it right back in the middle of the road for me. Number 9, the screen has a flat color profile, but it's sharp and it looks great. Now, the flat colors is something that I'm not really used to, but it makes things like reading emails or other text-based things a lot easier on the eyes. Now, I'm not sure if that's by design or what, but it's not that bad and it does look pretty good when you're doing stuff like that. Number 10, BlackBerry seems to be dedicated to updates so far. Now, I've received an OTA that fixed some of these bugs I mentioned, but not 100%. But since it's a near stock version of Android, hopefully, fingers crossed, that this will receive bigger updates like to Android M. I don't know, I can't guarantee that, but since it's such a stock version of Android, hopefully updates wouldn't take so long. Now, my final thoughts of this device is pretty simple. It's not a perfect phone, and there's no such thing as a perfect phone. And it's not really a great phone. Like, it doesn't do anything like great. It does a little bit of everything good with a lot of bugs here and there. This really feels like a beta phone. It feels like a test, dipping your toe in the hot water, if you will, just to kind of see what this thing is all about and make a couple bucks on the side while doing it. It's an expensive phone at $700, but this phone just, as far as multimedia, just doesn't do the job. As far as the lag, the lack of fluidity, that really hurts the device so much. And right now, as far as email, like BlackBerry was the answer for email, but now there's so many solutions out there that can provide a secure lockdown version of email that the BlackBerry tries to provide. Other devices can do it now, so I don't think it is a market for BlackBerry still, unless the next BlackBerry they bring really blows our socks off. But as far as using the keyboard, it's a cramped keyboard. It's really tough to use. I'd rather use the on-screen keyboard. And you know, back in the day, the keyboard was bigger than the screen. Now the screen's bigger than the keyboard, and it seems counterintuitive. Like, why not use the biggest device you have or the biggest surface you have to type? I don't know, that's just my thoughts. As always, guys, my name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Let me know if you like this format of video. It's a little more personal, and I just wanted to give you guys a different look at the BlackBerry because obviously reviews have been out for this device for quite some time now, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up and let you guys know what I was thinking and look at my notes and give you guys an organic review of it. As always, guys, my name is Kevin the Tech Ninja. Have yourself a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Hit that subscribe and be awesome.